Although largely a nation of immigrants, it's hard for many of us to imagine the realities of the refugee experience, particularly from troubled places like the Horn of Africa. So for the last 6 months, 20 young refugees have been preparing a very personal theatrical experience. Fenella Kernebone was one of the lucky audience for What's Your History?
If you hadn't acted before, it would be pretty nerve-wracking to get up on stage and perform for the first time, especially if English was your second language. But that is exactly what these actors are doing.
The militia, they killed.
I've been dreaming in Africa until when I came to Australia, you know. I want to be an actor, but I never really got a chance of getting in.
Everybody that has come in has wanted to have power and control over this land.
Then maybe you should teach us how to hold a gun and fight. We've been working for a month. Yeah, we've been learning a lot from each other, not from where we came from, but the culture, the differences, and the stories.
Your pen is your gun. And I am teaching you how to use it against our enemies.
The idea for this partnership between the Victorian College of the Arts and the Horn of Africa Community Network was born from a realisation that many young people from that region needed a way into Australian society, and one way of doing that was through the arts. The artistic director is Shahin Shafai, a playwright and also a refugee.
I arrived in Australia in 2000, a theatre practitioner from Iran. And on my arrival, I spent some time in detention centers for around 2 years. And when I got released, I started using my practice in theatre, telling stories of refugees and resettlement and basically getting into this society. Let's get it from the same spot. You drop there, you go down.
Where are the Horn of Africa communities? Where are they from?
4 countries: Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Sudan. They are very recent arrival in Australia. I mean, you can say Somalis are the oldest one, but especially people from Sudan have arrived in the last 5 years, and majority of our participants are from Sudan. They are the fastest growing refugee communities in Victoria. I'm not sure about Australia, but in Victoria they are the fastest growing ones. So there was an urge about helping these new communities to find their own steps in Australia.
The play, devised by the actors, is based on their shared stories.
The militia had killed the entire village. This woman and the baby, they were only survivors.
Why don't you say something, huh?
The story we're gonna see, it's about a young boy. He was in his family in a beautiful village, you know, and then from there on, the militia would come and just kill the entire village.
Escaping the village, he goes on a journey across the border of Sudan into Kenya, and along the way he meets a woman who takes on the role of his mother. After 9 years in refugee camps in Kenya, they move to Australia.
Through her uncle, who already lives in Australia, they come to Australia. And we see him now, a 20-year-old man who is standing in front of the audience telling his story.
It was a packed house for the opening night performance, and the actors were full of anticipation.
Yeah, I'm nervous because I never done kind of big theater production like this.
This is gonna be my first time in theater, you know. So I don't know I'm gonna go tonight, you know. I'll give what I got and what I've learned.
Back home in Sudan, I live with my own family. My father Gareth and my 2 older brothers, Tong and Pindo.
I need to document here your reasons for leaving Sudan. You are not allowed to bring any food into Australia. Huh?
What did he say? He said you should put that in a bin and he will give us more food later.
Oh, they're such nice people. I think I like Australia.
Okay. This is our story, our history. Happy?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
And now police tell us, what is your story?
There was the most wonderful, joyful spirit about the whole production. I think it's very important for Australian audiences because despite the amount of press that we read about refugees, to hear personal stories makes all the difference.
I'm just acting, but sometimes I feel like it's real. I've been through it. So whenever we do it, I feel it. And I want like the Australian that to know it's not just a real story, this is a true story.
I told her. When I was doing theatre, just to improve my English, I never put in my mind that I'm gonna take it to the next level, which is I'm gonna be performing in front of the people.
Now you are doing theatre and you're being involved in this process. Do you feel that you're less shy?
It did help me, to build my confidence, communication with other people. And it did improve my English a lot. And the most important thing is to be able to tell my story in a proper way.
This production will be touring regional Victoria. Jump on the Sunday Arts website for more details.